So,
right, so
so,
do you want to start?
Mr. Chairman, we'll do a roll call because the motion's been made and second to, call the meeting to order. Mr. Darcy
Aye.
and Ms. Fiddler. Okay, so we have, two, one absent. We're set to go, Mr. Chairman.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Michael. Do you want to lead us off with the town administrator's report?
Yes, sir. Last meeting, as folks know, was October 11th. We had that at the senior center. Since then, I've had a meeting with the school superintendent and business manager regarding 255 Furnace Street purchase. Had a meeting with Lisa Clark, our treasurer collector, and Danielle Kerrigan regarding some HR issues. Participated in the weekly owner, architect, and contractors meeting to review outstanding issues on the police project. Had, as folks know, I'm a steering committee member of the Mayflower Municipal Health Group Steering Committee. We had our meeting 2 weeks ago. I attended that, and we talked about the rollout of a new program for employees. Attended the bi-weekly DPW Building Committee meeting. Project's moving along. We're waiting for our last 2 deliveries of steel. Weekly meeting with Fred Russell on a number of school and town maintenance issues ongoing as we get ready for the winter. Organized an employee appreciation luncheon on behalf of the select board at the Daniel Webster House a few weeks ago. It went really well, and our employees received certificates with the number of years that they've worked, rounded to the closest number. Participated in the building commissioners meeting and conservation administrator to resolve some communication issues. Participated in a weekly budget meeting with Lisa Clark, our treasurer collector, and Ann Bastille, our town accounting, finalizing the FY24 budget. Had a walkthrough meeting at Marshfield High School to prepare for town meeting. Had a taping for pre-town meeting, cable show with Don Gibson, our moderator, Bob Galvin, our town council, and Anthony Riley, who works for town council, Bob Galvin. Participated in a library meeting at the library to review services, branding, equipment, and programs. Participated in town meeting, had a department head meeting where we were able to train our department heads in de-escalation training put on by Clifford and Kenny Law Firm. Had a phone conference meeting with Jackie Roderick, who's a senior at Wellesley College, to review the town's MVP and hazard mitigation programs. Participated in Mayflower Municipal Health Group full board meeting to roll out our new program that will kick off in January. Participated in interviews with candidates to fill the position in the Select Board's office to fill Kate's position. We had 3 great candidates. Conference call with Jeff Kennedy, Bob Galvin regarding agricultural in our town. Meeting with Ann Bastille and Lisa Clark to discuss and finalize financial issues as we prepare for town meeting. Participated in the on-call fence bid openings at Town Hall. Had a meeting with Deputy Corbo and Andrew Stewart, our building commissioner, regarding some floodplain issues. Bid day prep meeting for aggregation. We're finally moving forward on aggregation. Open space meeting with Sue Karen to discuss some open space issues. Meeting with Fred Russell at the library with Cindy Marcoux regarding the process for asbestos removal and the installation of the new rug.
Great. Thank you very much, Mike.
Yep, and just a couple, and participated in Council on Aging Building Committee to approve some change orders. Participated in the opening of the tree bids. Had a lunch meeting with Jim Kilcoyne to review some issues at hand. And a meeting with Danielle Kerrigan and Nancy Parecka to review some outstanding issues with ZBA. A meeting with Dave Good, Bob Galvin, Craig Hannafin, Bill Grafton, and Joe Ring on some issues regarding aquaculture. And I secured the colored rendition of our dog park for the Friends. And that is my meeting update.
Great, thanks, Michael. And then do you want to dive into the vaccination clinic and COVID testing where folks can kill 2 birds with 1 stone and get a flu shot and a COVID booster?
Absolutely. So far, as of the close of business on Saturday, we've given out 2,793 vaccines in 280 flu. And just want to remind folks that they can come there and get their both shots. It's a twofer. They can also pick up some free home test kits also. And that's Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, 9 to 3.
Awesome, thank you, Michael. Did you have any questions or comments, Lynn?
Nope, that sums it up, thank you.
All right, perfect. So we have about 8 minutes before our first appointment at 12:15. So our first action item is a discussion and vote on an application for a one-day entertainment license for the Wicked Women Makers Market. That's going to be the Marshfield Fairgrounds on November 26th. Did you want to add any additional detail, Michael?
This is just, this is an annual event started about 4 or 5 years ago. Started in a barn on Union Street, and it's grown. It's a wonderful activity. Julia does a great job of putting this together, and her friend, and it's a great way to kick off the holiday shopping.
Great, thanks, Michael. Do you have any questions or comments, Lynn?
No, is this at the fairgrounds, Michael?
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve a one-day entertainment license for Julia Driscoll and Grace Moore for Wicked Women Makers Market for a craft fair at the Marshfield Fairgrounds located at 140 Main Street for November 26, 2022 from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pending approval from the Marshfield Police Department, the Board of Health, the Building Department, and the Marshfield Fire Department. Is there a second?
Second?
Okay, motion's been made and duly second. Roll call is in order. Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Miss Fiddler?
Aye.
2-0 vote to approve the one-day entertainment license for Julia Driscoll and Grace Moore for Wicked Women Makers Market.
Great, thank you. And our next action item, same day for the same event. It's just a one-day wine and malt license for the Agricultural and Horticultural Society. Did you have anything else you wanted to add, Michael?
It's just they'll be selling wine and malt, which will be beneficial to the event for the adults that are showing up, and also for the Agriculture and Horticultural Association at the fairgrounds. And they'll be taking place from 11 to 4.
Great, thank you. Did you have any questions or comments, Lynn?
11 to 4 with the hours of the event, Michael,
Yes,
are written as 12 to 8.
because at the time they did the application, they
Oh,
weren't,
okay.
yeah.
Excellent, thank you. All set, thank you, Chair.
Great, thank you. Thank you for your keen eye as always. I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve a one-day wine and malt license for the Marshfield Agricultural and Horticultural Society for the Wicked Women Makers Market on November 26, 2022 from 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. pending approval from the Marshfield Police Department, Marshfield Fire Department, and a copy of the liquor liability insurance form. Is there a second?
Second?
Okay, a motion's been made and duly second. A roll call is in order. Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler?
Aye.
2-0 vote to approve the one-day wine and malt license for the Marshfield Agricultural and Horticultural Society for the Wicked Women Makers Market.
Great. And then our third item is a very generous donation to our Marshfield Veteran Services account. And it's going to be a generous donation from Brian and Emmeline Proctor for $3,000. And then a very generous $500 donation from Mr. and Mrs. Edward Timlin. Did you have any questions or comments, Lynn?
No, I'd just like to appreciate every volunteer and every donation. So that's it. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. All right, go ahead and make a motion to approve the Marshfield Veteran Services request to accept a donation in the amount of $3,000 from Brian and Emmeline Proctor and $500 from Mr. and Mrs. Edward Timlin. These donations will be used to assist our veterans and their families in times of need. Is there a second?
Second?
Motion's been made and duly second. A roll call is in order. Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler?
Aye.
2-0 vote in favor of accepting these very generous donations.
Great. All right, and our next action item, we're just going to waive some plumbing and gas permit fees for the installation of a boiler at the central fire station. Just basically, we never charge ourselves a fee, so pretty straightforward on that one. Did you have any questions or comments, Lynn?
No, thank you.
All right, great. So I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the request of the building commissioner to waive the plumbing and gas permit fees for Kyle Duggan for the installation of the boilers at the central fire station on South River Street for the town of Marshfield. Is there a second?
Second?
A motion's been made and, yep. I didn't mean, okay.
Good.
A motion's been made and duly second for approval. Motion's been made and duly second. I'll do a roll call vote. Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler?
Aye.
2-0 vote to approve the request to waive the fees for plumbing and gas permits.
Great. So our fifth action item is for great choice, someone we all know and love, Ned Baines. So looking to appoint him on the Open Space Committee. He's going to be the Trails Committee representative on open space. So Ned's a great guy, does a lot of great work, and the Trails Committee's been getting a lot of great things done and moves some great projects forward. So it seems like a really good fit. Did you have any questions or comments, Lynn?
No, I concur with your comments. Thank you.
Great, thank you very much. All right, so I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the request of the Recreational Trails Committee to appoint Ned Baines as the liaison to the Open Space Committee. Is there a second?
Second.
A motion's been made and duly second. A roll call is in order. Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler?
Aye.
2-0 vote to approve the appointment of Ned Banks from the Recreational Trails Committee to the liaison in the Open Space Committee.
Great. Our sixth action item is just giving permission for our animal control department to accept a donation. And we have a very generous donation of a 2021 covered wagon cargo trailer. And the estimated value is about $6,500. Did you want to add any further context, Michael?
Yes, I just wanted to mention that this particular cart will be taken around. It's an Eagle Scout project. The cart will be taken around to different areas. It's a food pantry really for animals, so people can either make donations or people can come and take food if they need it for their pet. So it's a great project.
Yeah, that was a very terrific choice for our project by Chase James, and congrats to him once again for achieving the rank of Eagle Scout. Only 3% of all Scouts, graduate and earn the rank of Eagle Scout. So the trailer looks amazing. I was able to see it in person. It was a terrific project, and that's going to have a great impact in our town for years to come. Did you have any questions or comments, Lynn?
I'm just so impressed by these men and women as they go through this process, and I just would like to extend my congratulations on another project well done.
Yeah, absolutely. Well said. All right, so I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the donation of a 2021 covered wagon cargo trailer with a value of $6,500 as is by Michael C. James of Marshfield for the Animal Control Department.
Second.
A motion been made and second. A roll call is in order. Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler?
Aye.
2-0 vote to approve the donation of a 2021 covered wagon cargo trailer.
All right, great. Thank you very much. So we're at our first appointment for 4:15. So let me just go ahead and read the notice of public hearing. All right. So notice is hereby given under Chapter 138 of the Massachusetts General Laws as amended that there will be a public hearing on Monday, October 31st, 2022 at 4:15 p.m. at the Marshfield Town Hall, Select Board Hearing Room, 870 Moraine Street in Marshfield, Mass. 02050 on the application for amendment, change of officers and directors, and change of stock interest for SATH Enterprises Incorporated, doing business as North River Beverage, all alcohol retail package store license, Jane Herzog, manager. Premises located at 5 C Street, Marshfield, 02050. Premises described as one floor with 2 rooms and a full cellar, 1 room and cellar for storage, and 1 room for retail sales. And the access is in the center front for customers and the left rear of the building for deliveries. This is from the Marshfield Licensing Authority to the Select Board, Stephen Darcy, James Cocoyne, and Lynn Fiddler. All right, so it looks like we have 2 representatives in tonight's hearing room. So with that, the floor is yours, folks.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman and Ms. Fiddler. My name is Tom Van Gel, and I represent the licensee and applicant. And with me is Jane Herzog. Jane is the 50% owner and manager of record and has been the manager since the store opened 25 years ago. Also with me is the licensee's longtime CPA, Christine Devine. in case there are any questions with regard to the financials that were submitted. So tonight, we have, as indicated in the notice, a change of officer application to remove Scott Herzog, who's Jane's son, as president and a director, and naming Jane Herzog as president. She holds the office of treasurer, and she's already a director, and as I indicated, manager of record. And also to change the stock interest so that Jane will now be the 100% owner and will be gifted Scott's 50% interest in the licensee, subject to the approval of the board, of course. Before I make the presentation, I just want to offer, and I don't know if Mr. Maresco takes the proof of publication. I have both the original notarized proof of publication from the Coastal Mariner and then as it was published there. I had prepared a detailed cover letter for the board outlining the reasons for the application, but just in summary, we need to have Jane's son removed from all positions with the corporate licensee. Unfortunately, through his landscaping business, and I should mention, Scott's never really been active in this business. He started a landscaping business, and that's been his business. At the outset, Scott's mother, Jane, had him involved as an owner, but he was never active in the business. But in any event, unfortunately, through his landscaping business, he got into some tax issues with false reporting of income, and as a result, pled guilty in June to a one count of filing a false tax return. That is a felony, and under Chapter 138, Section 15, someone who's been convicted of a felony is not supposed to have be issued a license. And my interpretation is they shouldn't hold any interest, they shouldn't be an officer, that they should be removed from the entity to be in compliance with Chapter 138. Jane wanted to get ahead of this. It contacted me over the summer. We put the application papers together. I think it was early September 7th. I filed the application, and the hearing was scheduled for tonight. So provided the board approves this application, Scott Herzog will be removed from any office in the corporation, and he will also be gifting his 50% ownership interest in Sath Enterprises, Inc., to his mother, to Jane, and Christine Devine and one of her colleagues are working on the appraisals for the valuation of that gift and so forth. They've already been working on that. But as I mentioned, Jane's been active in the business. She works over 40 hours a week and has since the store opened 25 years ago. The issues related to Scott Herzog's tax issue have nothing whatsoever to do with this business. None of the income was derived from this business. None of the accounts were involved, and the CPA, Ms. Devine, can attest to that and answer any questions to the extent the board had any questions about that. The issues were related solely to Mr. Herzog's business, Herzog Landscape Solutions. It's my understanding that this licensee has never had a suspension in the 25 years of operation in the town of Marshfield, and I think that speaks to how Jane has served as manager over those past 25 years and her capabilities. And the fact that the business has been well run is further evidenced by the financials that I submitted with the application. We had done a 6-month snapshot from year to date through June 30th. It shows that the licensee is profitable, the business is well run, So accordingly, we would respectfully request that the board act favorably on the application to amend the liquor license so that Jane will be the sole officer, owner, and director of the corporate licensee. Thank you.
Yeah, great. Thank you very much. And we certainly appreciate both of you attending today's hearing and also, being very open and transparent about the reason for the change. Sure, it's very difficult to go through that publicly, but again, we appreciate you being open and honest and transparent with us. So it seems like all the paperwork is in order, and the reason for the change made complete sense, and it's good to know that there were clear delineations between your business and what happened. So with that, I will turn to my colleague Lynn. Do you have any questions or comments?
All the rest of the articles of corporation remain the same, with the exception of the director and the other officers, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, correct, yeah.
I'm all set. Thank you, Chair.
Great, thank you very much. All right, so I'm gonna break this down into two motions and two steps. So first, I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the change of officers and directors for SAF Enterprises Incorporated, doing business as the North River Beverage by removing Scott Herzog II as president and director and naming Jane Herzog as president, treasurer, and sole director. And the premises is located at 5 C Street in Marshfield. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and duly second. A roll call is in order. Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler?
Aye.
2-0 vote to approve the change of officers and director for South Enterprises DBA North River Beverage.
Great, thank you, Michael. And the second step, I will further move to approve the change of stock interest from Jane and Scott Herzog as each having a 50% ownership interest in the licensee to Jane Herzog being the 100% owner. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion been made and duly second. A roll call is in order. Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler?
Aye.
2-0 vote to approve the change of stock interest from Jane and Scott Herzog, each having 50% ownership in the license, to Jane Herzog being 100% owner.
Great, thank you again, both of you, for coming in, and we'll let you get home to some trick-or-treaters.
Thank you very much.
Have
Thank
a
you,
nice night.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, great. So it looks like we can tackle a few more action items before our next appointment at 4:30. So coming up, actually, yeah, here we go. So it's a designation of Michael Maresco. We know him pretty well as the town's representative for the John Bergeron versus Town of Marshfield Housing Authority. So Michael, would you mind just kind of giving us the backstory
Sure.
and context for this one?
Sure, this is more administrative type. I had to do the interrogatories on all of the files and information that they wanted for the town. This is a lawsuit that really the town shouldn't be a party to, but they're suing both the town. A gentleman fell and slipped at the housing authority. Housing authority is not part of the general town government, but for whatever reason, they're suing both of us. So I'm sort of the person designated to do the interrogatories, to go to the hearing and stuff like that. So the law firm that's representing the town in this case asked that I be designated as that person, so in case someone wants to challenge the validity of it at court.
Of course, yeah, that makes complete sense. Did you have any questions or comments, Lynn?
No, I'm all set with that explanation. Thank you.
Great, thank you very much. All right, I'll go ahead and make a motion to designate Michael A. Maresco, a town administrator, as the town's representative for the Bergeron versus Town of Marshfield / Marshfield Housing Authority case. Is there a second?
Second.
A motion's been made and duly second. A roll call is in order. Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler?
Aye.
2-0 vote to approve Michael A. Maresco, Town Administrator, representative for the Bergeron versus Town of Marshfield, Marshfield Housing Authority case.
Great, and then just our last little bit of housekeeping is approving the minutes from our October 11th, 2022 meeting. Did you have any questions or comments on that, Lynn?
No, I don't.
All right, great. So I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the minutes from our meeting on October 11th, 2022. Is there a second?
Second.
A motion been made and duly second. A roll call is in order. Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler?
Aye.
2-0 vote to accept the minutes for October 11th, 2022.
All right, great. So we have about 3 minutes until our 4:30 appointment, so we can't commence that until we hit there. Michael, would you be interested in reading some tips from the Red Cross on Halloween safety and things of that nature, if you have it handy?
Sure, I'd be happy to. Just to remind folks, as everyone knows, it's Halloween, and the board just wants to send out a friendly reminder as the trick-or-treaters are out there that they need to be seen. Make sure that if they're out walking with their parents, that they have flashlights. Their costumes are flame-resistant costumes. Make sure that they're adults with kids out there going house to house. Be cautious, especially around animals. Walk and don't run. Look both ways when you're crossing streets. Only visits homes that have a porch light on, and only accept treats at the door, never go inside. Walk only on sidewalks, not in the street. Drivers, please use extra caution, as youngsters may forget to look both ways before crossing. A grown-up should check all goodies before eating. Make sure to remove loose candy, open packages, and remove any choking hazards. Discard any items with brand names that you are not familiar with. If you are planning to welcome trick-or-treaters to your home, follow safety steps. Make sure your area is well lit. Sweep the leaves from your sidewalk, steps, and porch. Clear any obstacles to make sure that it's safe. And these were all great tips. We have them up on our website from the American Red Cross Association.
Great, thank you very much, Michael. And if anyone, your house gets egged because you gave out toothbrushes, do not mix bleach and ammonia the next day when you try to wipe it down and clean it up.
Is that a little history there, Mr. Darcy?
No comment, I'm going to plead the fifth on that.
Okay, all right, since it's Halloween, yeah, okay.
At least it's not raining, so the kids
I know
will
the
have a-
weather was predicted to be so iffy, and looks like we'll be okay.
And it's warm enough that the kids can wear just a light sweatshirt.
I have a
under their
little
costume.
gorilla that's going out, and a
Excellent.
banana.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah, we're hoping for all that, what is it, Laffy Taffy, the banana Laffy Taffy. It's
Okay.
Grammy's favorite.
Excellent.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyone giving those out, I hope your kids.
Yeah, I know,
order one
speaking of
for you.
speaking of toothbrushes, yeah. So we have a minute or two to kill.
Well, when I was a kid growing up, it actually did. We had a dentist that lived on our street,
Yeah, we did.
and the dentist gave out the little toothbrush with
Yeah.
the little thing of toothpaste.
We had somebody that worked for Bic pens, and he would hand out all the, so that was a big deal back in the Middle Ages.
And
when I was doing
Mrs. Collin gave out quarters. Shiny new quarters from whatever year it was. She went to the bank, and everyone got a quarter instead of candy.
That's nice.
Yeah.
They spend, some of the neighborhoods spend so much money on the candy bags, and goes on, like my sister, pile of candy,
Oh, yeah.
the neighborhoods, so, and then some get none.
Yeah, Fairway's Edge always had a pretty good per capita rate of king-size candy bars.
Yeah.
So you'd always
Yeah. Oh
Awesome.
dear, so,
So, yeah, so it looks like we'll have time, I think, to circle back to more Halloween fun conversation.
I think so, we're at that mark, so we can continue.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So we're gonna tackle our second appointment at 4:30, so I'm just gonna go ahead and read the public hearing notice with respect to the good folks over at Sashimi. So, notice is hereby given on the Chapter 138 of the Massachusetts General Laws as amended that there will be a public hearing on Monday, October 31st, 2022 at 4:30 p.m. in the Select Board Hearing Room, Marshfield Town Hall, 870 Marine Street, Marshfield, zip code 02050, on the application for transfer of the annual all-alcohol restaurant common liquor license and entertainment license for Lin Sashimi Incorporated, doing business as Sashimi Asian Cuisine. Jin Bin Lin is the manager to Zuo Sashimi Incorporated, doing business as Sashimi Asian Cuisine. Genwei Zuo, manager, premises located at 928 Plain Street, Marshfield, Mass. 02050. The premises is described as a first floor consisting of approximately 3,400 square feet with a dining room, a sushi bar, a lounge bar, and a full equipped kitchen, included an outside patio area, 27.5 by 10.75, surrounded by a 3-foot vinyl fence with seating for 16 patrons, and there is 1 entrance and 3 exits. And this is from the Marshfield Licensing Authority, the Select Board, Steve Darcy, James Kilcoyne, and Lynn Fiddler. Now, Michael, did I minimize the butchering enough where that will stand up as a?
No, that was excellent, I
That was
think.
actually impressive.
The owner's here, so he'll be able to correct the enunciation, but I think you've made a good job of it.
Perfect. And feel free to correct me, guys. We'll still approve it if you correct me, so don't be bashful
Okay.
in correcting anything. So with that, folks, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Chris Coleman on behalf of the applicant. Sam is what he goes by. So Sam Zhu is here, and he is the proposed manager. You're probably familiar with the location, but at 928 Plain Street. 3,400 square feet is the approximate square footage, and it's 93 seats with an occupancy of 99. It's Asian cuisine, and the current hours of operation are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 12 noon, and on Sunday it's 12 noon to, till 12 midnight. On Sunday it's 12 noon to 10 p.m. The proposed manager, Sam Zhu, he's actually the assistant manager there since 2020, so he knows the area well, has very good alcohol experience there. Prior to that, he was the manager at Saki Steakhouse, not far from here. He is a U.S. citizen, and he is TIPS trained. He's going to be there 40 hours plus. The alcohol training for the staff, will do as they usually do it periodically, but everybody there that's touching alcohol has had their training. There's no proposed changes to the hours or the layout or the menu. Essentially, Sam is going to be taking over ownership as assistant manager. He's going to be the new manager and owner, along with his brother. And I'd be happy to take any questions that you might have.
Sure. Again, thank you both very much for attending today's hearing. 2020 was a tough time to come on as assistant manager, but so good for you for surviving it and making your way through it. You guys run a good business over there, and I highly recommend the California role that you guys made. It's very, very good, top notch. So, it's good stuff. So, all your paperwork seems to be in order, and you guys are just a good part of the community. So, with that, I will turn to Lynn if you have any questions or comments.
Would you just repeat the ownership? So it's he and his brother?
Yes, there'll
It's
be a
55% with you?
I own 55. My brother 45.
Okay, all right, and that stays the same. Thank you. That's it. Thank you, sir.
Great, thank you very much, Lynn. All right, so with that, I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the transfer of the annual all-alcohol restaurant, common vicular liquor license and entertainment license from Lin Sashimi Incorporated, doing business as Sashimi Asian Cuisine, Jim Bin Lin, manager, to Zuo Sashimi Incorporated, doing business as Sashimi Asian Cuisine, to our friend Sam Zhu, manager, and the premises is located at 928 Plain Street in Marshfield. Is there a second?
Second?
Motion's been made and duly seconded. A roll call is in order. Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler?
Aye.
2-0 vote to approve the transfer of the annual all-alcohol restaurant, common vitriol liquor license and entertainment license from Lin Sashimi, DBA Sashimi Asian Cuisine, Jim Bin Lin manager, to Zhu Sashimi, DBA Sashimi Asian Cuisine, Sam Zhu manager, premises 928 Plain Street.
Great,
Excellent.
thank you both very much, and we'll let you get back to some trick-or-treaters as well.
Actually, wasn't really looking forward to that part, but well.
Thank you. Have a nice night.
You too.
Appreciate you coming.
Thank you, good luck.
All right, so our final hearing is at 4:45. So, Michael, what Halloween candy will you be giving out this year?
So actually, we give out full-size candy bars. We have full-size Reese's, full-size Hershey's, and full-size Snickers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You might see me tonight, Michael. You knock on your door.
Well, it's funny, when Kathleen and I were first married 28 years ago, we used to get like 150, 160 kids.
Wow.
Now, almost 29 years later, we're down to about 50 kids we got last year, so we're hoping that the numbers are up there. I have plenty of candy, so I won't run out.
You're good. You're good.
Ready.
Yeah, being the King Size Candy Bar House is a good way to become part of the fabric of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I have my decorations outside, and Avery's gonna be helping me, Mr. Chairman.
Oh.
Avery will be
Oh, what a
assisting
perfect
at
helper
passing
Avery
out.
will be.
Yeah, well, he's trying to get the candy.
And the dogs are inside?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Oh, dear.
Do you have a chair next to the candy bowl for Avery to sit in?
Yes, he'll sit on the stairs, yes. He likes
I love
seeing
how
all the kids.
Avery sits like a human in like a.
I know.
Well, it's amazing, all the kids from the neighborhood come, they all know his name.
That's
The little
awesome.
kids don't know my name, but they know Avery.
Yeah.
Are you Avery's dad? Yes, I am.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I've got a girl in my neighborhood who is friends with a little husky out the corner, Siku, and she's probably never met the humans who live there, but she has like a relationship with the dog and like gives them snacks or she's waiting for the bus. It's very sweet.
No, it's fantastic. I mean, Halloween's always a fun time, kids like that. Be interested to see what the #1 costume is.
I know.
Yeah. What's like the topical hot item this year? Yeah, so it's interesting.
Yeah.
I understand that they had a pretty successful pet costume.
As a matter of fact, they did, and I
yes.
think that Mr. Darcy can give us an
I have
update.
somebody that went and she said it was impressive and there were so many dogs and the dogs were so well behaved and yeah, that's fun. Those are the costumes
Right.
when you see the dogs. That's something we didn't have when we were kids.
No.
We were pulling felt out of bottom drawers and whatever to get costumes made. So, yeah, it's fun for the kids
Did dogs get awards for their costumes?
Yeah, so we did have a grand prize this year. Someone generously donated a $250 gift card to her spa business.
Wow.
Oh,
So there were a couple of young women who won, so I'm sure they'll definitely be happy to have that and use it, and they'll be coming back for pictures with Santa for their dogs. And humans are welcome as well. We had a couple of families last year who were like, we had a tough time finding a Santa. Can we come with our kids? Like, sure, Dogs and humans alike are welcome, because their money's still green, Michael, so we'll take it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So just to be clear, so the
Charity.
owners of the dog got the gift certificates, not the dogs.
Not the dogs.
Okay.
One
spa
year,
treatment for well.
There is a Buddy's Pet Spa in the center.
I
They've been good
know.
to us over the years.
Oh man.
Yeah, we did have a big Irish wolfhound dressed as Big Bird. That was a pretty good one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
And
that
then
was fun.
the little ones always look so cute.
Are they gonna
Yeah,
put,
they really do. So the folks who won, it was two young women with their mini dog who was dressed as a hot dog with ketchup and mustard, and they were dressed in like fast food worker uniforms from like a diner in like the
jeez.
1940s.
oh, nice.
So yeah, so we have pictures up on the Facebook page and stuff. But when they walked in, we thought they were with the food truck because of how they were dressed. Like, oh no, that's their human dog combo costume. So it's
Yeah.
nice when the dogs and the humans like pair up together with their costumes.
So where was the parade? Was it around?
Yeah, so Stellwagen is in a pretty convenient spot.
Yeah.
So we were able to walk from Stellwagen and then cut through Rockwood Road.
Okay.
Take it all the way to the end. That'll take you to the dog park.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice to explain to folks that they can actually come from both ends of town and
Right.
either go down Rockwood Road to get there, or coming from a different direction.
Right.
Just going past Road Brothers and take a right.
Right. Huh.
So yeah,
and the
it
weather
was good.
and
We,
the weather was great.
Oh yeah, it was
it
like
was
a perfect fall day. We were
amazing.
very lucky.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
So,
awesome.
what else? We have so much we could talk about.
Well, let's see, we could talk, oh, we have the Housing Symposium coming up,
Yes.
thank you, on November 9th.
Mm-hmm.
At, where are we having it, Kate?
At the library.
At the library in the program room. So we've invited Chapper, the Housing Authority, the partnership will be there, NeighborWorks will be there, a couple of other organizations, DHCD, we're hoping to get there. And the impetus behind this, the selectmen are sponsoring this with the Housing Partnership, and it's really to refamiliarize people with why we need affordable housing, who's eligible for affordable housing, how do you get affordable housing, how do you create it, what types of affordable housing is needed in the town of Marshfield. And we'll have professional people. I mean, Chapper has been around for years. They've been providing affordable housing. NeighborWorks works in partnership with Father Bill. They're also the driving force, working with Chairperson Darcy and others on the veterans housing, and Mike Bradley, former select chair, on the veterans housing. They also do affordable housing, and they also do, dry houses and things like that to, get people off of drugs and alcohol. So they'll be here talking, and hopefully after that, people will have a better understanding of who's eligible for affordable housing, why we need it. And the biggest question is what type of affordable housing is needed.
So the website for MassGov has information on that I've spent some time looking at. And I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, but Massachusetts has the affordable housing. Hawaii, Connecticut, and Rhode Island, are those the only? You may have this information.
I thought there were more. I thought there were like 6 or 8, but yes, not every state has affordable housing.
So
That's
it was
correct.
interesting to read about that.
So it's a small amount. People always say, I remember when I was sat in the chair that you're sitting in and Mr. Darcy's in, and we created the housing partnership and affordable housing. That was a big issue. Why do we need it? People thought that people would be, if you provided affordable housing, that you were attracting people from other areas, but we have people in our own town, DPW employees, town hall employees, police and fire, that may have grown up here, they went off to college, they come back, and, because we have great school system, because we're the 6th safest community in the United States based on our demographics, the cost of housing is expensive, so that's why affordable housing is needed, because, we want to keep people that grew up here. We want to at least give them the opportunity to come back here and start their family or raise a family, or live here, where they have their parents living here or other relatives.
And the lottery system helps with that as
Yes,
well.
yes,
So
it does.
that's a terrific part of that. Well, that would be interesting. We'll be very educated, more so than we are right now once we get through. So will it be Zoom?
Yeah, I think we'll be able to do it.
Yeah.
Well, it's at the library, so I don't think, because we don't go out, the library, I don't think we go out live from. I'll have to check with,
We were able to do it but it was on laptops.
yeah,
So I don't know if that's changed.
we'll find out. We'll get it taped anyways, and we'll
Right.
go up on the website, and then people can take a look at it if they can't
Excellent.
make it. And then we'll be able to share the information with folks.
Great. November 9th.
Perfect.
All right.
All righty,
Thanks.
we are ready to go for our third hearing at 4:45, and I'll just go ahead and read the notice of public hearing. Notice is hereby given under Chapter 138 of the Massachusetts General Laws as amended, that there will be a public hearing on Monday, October 31st, 2022 at 4:45 p.m. in the Select Board Hearing Room, Marshfield Town Hall, 870 Marine Street, Marshfield, Mass. 02050, on the application for a transfer of the annual all-alcohol restaurant common liquor license and entertainment license from the Fieldston Incorporated, doing business as the Fieldston. Jan Perrin, manager, to Beach House Hospitality LLC, doing business as the Beach House B&G. Stephen F. Barrett, manager. Premises located at 882 Ocean Street, Marshfield, Mass. 02050. Premises described as a one-floor restaurant, 2,000 square feet, with 1 entrance, 3 exits, and seating capacity of 86, and a total occupancy of 86. From the Marshfield Licensing Authority Select Board, Steve Darcy, Jim Kilcoyne, and Lynn Fiddler. All right, great. So looks like we have an interested party. If you wanted to just kind of walk through things, the floor is yours.
Yes, sir. My name is Stephen Barrett. I'm attempting to take over the Fieldston restaurant and get a successful liquor license transfer to Beach House LLC, Beach House Hospitality LLC, DBA The Beach House, B&G. I apologize to the board ahead of time. I didn't come with a prepared text. I didn't realize that was necessary. And I dare not try to improvise at this point because you'll be hearing a lot of ahs and ifs. And so I am eminently qualified to answer any questions about myself or my history in the business. So I will tell you I'm going to have an expanded menu, expanded hours, and it's amazing what you can do with a little lighting and paint to the premises. I will be there. Well, I'll be living there, so be upstairs to the apartment. And I welcome any questions the board may have of me.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be tough to beat that commute to work.
Right down the stairs.
Do you have any plans to, I guess, renovate it to kind of fit a particular theme, or just kind of like a fresh coat of paint? I'm just kind of curious
Well,
on that.
I'm going to try to clean up the inside and make it look like it's open. I think that after 29 years, Jan's done a terrific job with it, but I guess it needs a little bit of new blood. I'm going to talk to the contractor about maybe expanding the bar a little bit. It's very small right now. And again, maybe some paint and paint the outside and clean it up and get a new eager staff in there. And I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be a great addition to the community. And I have a little fan club here too. That's great. Isn't that nice? My brother has very little to do.
Yeah, it sounds very exciting. We're looking forward to it. Just one last question I have, just out of curiosity, is do you just want to walk us through your experience in the industry? Because I think a lot of folks are very excited to see
Absolutely. I started my first establishment. I was bartending in Boston. I had the good fortune to buy a little pub in Union Square, part of Somerville, when I was 26 years old. And I ran that bought the property, renovated it, and added food, trained staff, and I still own the building to this day, and ran that for 10 years. I've owned an establishment we built in Billerica, Mass, with a partner of mine who owned a restaurant called the Cafe Escadrille in Burlington. I was also a partner in a place called Flashes in Park Square in Boston. I had a little restaurant pub in Plymouth called the Tar Bar on Court Street. I have owned a little bistro in Salem, Mass, for several years. I may be missing one or two, but they're inconsequential. Nothing. It wasn't the Hilltop or anything like that you'd be missing. So, but extensive experience, very well experienced in the industry.
Yeah, that's awesome. And, we do have some diehard fans who watch all of our meetings, whether it's live or on Marshfield Community Media later. What kind of things should folks look forward to or expect to see on the menu?
Well, it's going to be mostly a pub menu that you don't get locked into one ethnic type restaurant, be it Chinese or Italian. So it will suit people's tastes 3, 4, and maybe 5 times a week, I hope. But along what he has now, burgers, sandwiches, a couple of steaks, and a lobster, will be more expanded and will work into lunch. But it will be a pub type thing that hopefully everyone can find something that they would enjoy.
Perfect. Yeah, that sounds great. Did you have any questions or comments, Lynn?
No, it sounds like your experience is clear. This is part of the fabric of the neighborhood down there, so
Yes, yep.
it's a walkable area for a lot of folks in the summer, and the site itself will be something you maybe have to do a little bit more than just a coat of paint.
Well, there's new furniture. and what
Yeah,
have you.
I'm
I just don't want
sure.
to commit to
I'm
and
sure.
open up a
You're-
door with some sort of
Exactly.
construction, and because I
Exactly.
don't really know what it entails yet.
Exactly.
But I have talked to some of the neighbors and reached out, and I think it will be a nice, it will gel nicely.
Exactly.
We're planning on closing early too, it's going to be a restaurant pub, not a nightclub bar.
Okay. I recall my parents going and spending a lot of time down there when I was a kid. I know things have changed down there quite
Yeah,
a bit.
no, I think it will work well.
But yeah, so good luck to that.
Thank you very
and,
much, ma'am.
I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you, I am too.
Very good. That's it, Chair. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much, Lynn. All right, I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the transfer of the annual all-alcohol restaurant common liquor license and entertainment license from the Fieldston Incorporated doing business as the Fieldston, Jan Perrin, manager, to Beach House Hospitality LLC, doing business as the Beach House, B&G Stephen F. Barrett as manager, and the premises is located at 882 Ocean Street in Marshfield. Is there a second?
Second.
A motion's been made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler?
Aye.
2-0 vote to approve the transfer of the annual all-alcohol restaurant, common victual liquor license and entertainment license from the Fieldston Inc., DBA, the Fieldston Jan Parent Manager, to Beach House Hospitality LLC, DBA, the Beach House B&G, Stephen F. Barrett, Manager.
Great, thank you, Michael. And Steve, thanks for coming in. I wish you the best of luck, and I'm curious if people know you live upstairs and you're gonna get some trick-or-treaters tonight.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, board. Thank you.
Enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Thank you very
for
much.
coming.
Thank you. Yes, nice meeting.
All right, so before I make the motion to adjourn, I'm gonna get the last word here and bust Jay McGillis's chops. I heard he gives out toothbrushes where he lives, so. You gotta do at least fun-sized candy bars, Jay.
Absolutely. And a variety. People like variety, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So before Jay gets a chance to unmute himself, I'm gonna make a motion to adjourn this meeting, and happy Halloween, everyone.
Thank you. Second.
Motion been made and duly seconded. Roll call is in order. Mr. Darcy?
Aye.
Ms. Fiddler?
Aye.
2-0 vote to adjourn. Happy Halloween and safe trick-or-treating for the little ones.
Same.
Awesome. Thanks,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.